After resisting calls from soldiers and their families, the federal government has bent to pressure and announced a royal commission into veteran suicides. News of the inquiry has been cautiously welcomed by campaigners.
After 2 years of fierce campaigning, the fight is only beginning for Julianne Finney.
I'm not going away. We must get this right.
The Adelaide mother vowing to ensure the voices of veterans are front and centre of a royal commission in honour of her son Dave, whose PTSD battle ended in 2019.
This guy served 20 years. We cannot sit back and let politics make up the terms of that royal commission. We must hear our veterans. We must stop people like my son and hundreds of others dying.
More than 500 veterans have died by suicide since the start of the Afghanistan war 20 years ago. The Prime Minister has previously dodged calls for a royal commission, instead pushing for a permanent national commissioner to probe the problem. But he was increasingly at odds with not only many veterans, but many of his own MPs.
Prime Minister, you've been dragged into this by the Parliament and your parliamentary colleagues, haven't you? After government MPs threatened to cross the floor over it, there was no other course of action for you.
I just want to get things done, Andrew. We were seeking to get that done through the National Commissioner, which provided the same powers that are established by a Royal Commission. And so I still want to get things done. And that's what's always driven me on this issue.
He insists he's listened to past servicemen and women.
And I hope it will be a healing process. I hope it will be a process by which veterans and families can find some comfort, but it obviously can't replace the loss.
But a cautious Ms Finney remains wary.
It is not political, it is about lives.
That sentiment echoed by the opposition.
We want the government to genuinely consult with not just states and territories, but the veteran community, the federal opposition and others to get this right.
The Royal Commission will have a mandate to examine systemic issues and any common themes of past suicides by Defence Force members.
It will examine all aspects of service in the Australian Defence Force and the experience of those transitioning from active service, members and veterans' social and family contexts, such as family breakdown, as well as housing and employment issues.
Veterans Affairs Minister Darren Chester will lead the consultation process.
Today really is an opportunity for us in the veteran community to reset the agenda and to unite the veterans community on what has been a very difficult, sensitive and incredibly complex issue.
The inquiry is expected to run for 18 months to 2 years. It's expected to be up and running by July if the terms of reference receives the broad support it'll need to progress politically. Claire Todd-Hunter, Sky News.
And if you or someone you know in the defence community needs support, you can reach out to one of the following organisations on your screen there: Open Arms Defence Family Helpline, Lifeline and Defence All Hours Support Line.